some bigger plays out before halftime as well. I still think it's close. And a lot of people that I talked to all weekend.
No, you're fresh.
Back to this was just one example of it all. There were days like this for both quarterbacks all the way through. Right, there was still one day. Today happened to be Tramel's day, or the orange and blue game happened to be Tramel's day. But I think if I had to play a game next weekend, we all saw with most of our own eyes Tramel looked better. I'd probably roll with Tramel. I still don't know how the coaches see it. I still think it's a battle going on.
Ready to tee it up.
Yeah, I actually was thinking that last night.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started.
That's what they nervous. We did Bagley answer the rest of the year. You have a quarterback that's...
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's
kind of very choppy and very kind of robotic. That was what I did like about Philo. And then, of course, Bagley would come in and kind of hit the bigger throws. But I think that Tramel looked 100 times better than what DJ did in that particular example. I was more so just saying like kind of that vibe of like game manager versus gunslinger, right? But Tramel still managed the game well once his feet got underneath him and was commanding the pocket very well. Those were things that I was impressed with. And I've kind of said this since the beginning. The reason I have been giving Philo the edge is simply due to experience. And he looked like he had more experience. He looked more poised. It's a hard thing to explain. I don't know how to explain it outside of just the command of the offense, just his flow through, calling plays, calling checkdowns. There was times where DJ just looked uncomfortable last year, and that frustrated me, right? Tramel looked like
Hold
that.
on, thanks, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down his field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what he
That's a
means.
fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8.
When you're ready to take the first step, just fill out the simple questionnaire.
Looking for a man. It's Lacey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Whatever works best for you. And if your first match isn't the right fit, switch therapists.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
For me,
especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball if you're back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
We're making an assumption off 60
Here's this
minutes.
offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
You're making it
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And then
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
But either guy can handle it, manage the game. That's kind of how it felt. I didn't feel like I was
defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
And I think there's so long that it goes a lot of
from the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I saw one guy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's Winston. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And then finally was
nice catch by a big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Protection. Had some time to step up, and he had to hit the throw. So, and look, the DB was there.
Like, that's going to happen. Runs through the tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down.
Look, the wide receiver
the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Like, again, it felt very...
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It was efficient.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Mel had his big throw. Filo hit a touchdown throw.
He'll feel the punt and take it back.
Nice Evans throw.
He's got great speed.
He passes like he kind of like started finding his rhythm for a good minute, and then literally they get
touchdown LSU.
It was the
hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
I do think it's pretty encouraging because...
and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
I'm always a big fan of... I know you hear it too, so a lot of the things we hear behind the scenes...
Sends it back in motion.
And some of it comes to fruition, and some of it doesn't. I'm a big fan of
he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a good point, too, where there was a lot of
pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I would say Icabate was more impressive than I thought, because even though we heard his name, it was still like, I thought it was like, hey, it was like, we're getting more bang for our buck kind of flash.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire.
It was a great pickup.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets rid of it. back open and
Yes.
powers through. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
Well, these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
If the interior will get beat,
they'll run play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Longhorns send out the punt unit.
I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, this is a lot. I'm glad.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot.
That was one. Honestly,
make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Rockford to me with big watch quarterback presence.
Here comes the offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Say the top way, with your legs.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
To the air, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Durham. Throwing him over. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
penalties that they did last year, but in comparison,
Just an obvious
holding
holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation for these receivers.
We know that fans are watching, but we don't really care about selling anything to people. We want to put on shows like this game week 1. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's kind of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Not bringing any pressure, not
distracting. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter.
I said one of the run plays they did a little offset.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats.
What do we do? Look, we can't do that every time because Al's supposed to get blown up. But there was time between tackles, they were just...
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
They were very efficient. But you're 100% right.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Think about it and kind of cheat.
Dropping back, it's Lacey. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Makes the catch. It's Winston. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
Let's talk about it for a minute. That's where I feel he was running like David. Okay.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
He still had that very nice close. He put that fly if that makes sense.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It was things like that, but I do wonder, as you said, we only got to see it once. Can't really go and study it like the way you would want to. What changed? Did Buster pick up the offense a little bit more right before halftime?
Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy.
Yeah, Xander. What's up, baby?
Clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
That to be ready to prepare, but to think that this staff was put together 4 months ago, and these kids were all, kind of come together within the last 4 months. I mean, there's still a long way to go for the season for these guys to learn a lot better understand each other more. When you take all that into consideration, I mean, you're trying to build everything. But but you're having to
Is a busted punt.
you take that into consideration. It's not just a matter of fact. You kind of forgot that they just got there 4 months ago. And I think that's a huge compliment to how they looked. Because again, going back the last 4 years, like I would say, oh, it's sort of spring.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the back. He's got him still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Coaching staff was like, yeah, maybe you could do a better deal on this. He said this for a press conference, yeah, I'm going to be out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
A little bit, and then we get to the spring game. You probably didn't have to be out there. But I think he himself wanted to show something about the end.
The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
It was, again, there's a lot going on.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've been ready to punch it 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And that defense gets to him and he goes at the 9.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you're giving up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect the quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Which will be fun to watch.
Yeah, another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they're paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone down everybody right now on the same page.
If you guys suck, I'm going to say, hey, we suck because we didn't do good enough to the portal. It's not going to happen again. These guys are asking. Or
going to try to get it himself.
Take initiative.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
He does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a
reason
great runner.
I
Guess
walked
what?
up to him and
Easy
said,
offenses, get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to us.
Had it in his hands for the score, and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Like to me, like, hey man, like cool, but you could just see his demeanor, like he was just irritated out.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
He wanted to choose one out, but
grab near the marker. It's Anderson. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning.
It was nuts, but I was
dumps it to the back. And he's going to score. Touchdown Bayou Bengals. Ready to try the point after.
And that's that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as his lead has really grown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Like you said, man, it's just massive. And still, I mean, I've been in that position many times, but it's still amazing. These are 18, 19.
That's the humbling part. They're kids, dog. Walking up to you just like tap in the head, like, hey, man, get a seat.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice move to keep running. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. It's so hard to stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. Those are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses back.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up and they cannot get it done.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Durham.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll send them back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Going for a massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duff.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receivers. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy.
Trying to beat the D deep.
Away from it,
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw again. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking fourth and short, they're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Dropping back, it's Lacy. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll immediately call timeout. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot.
It was just the fact that
and it's good from 58 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things.
And then we had the washroom and bags after that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
solid.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
I think you're ready to take on anyone in the 40 at the tailgate this year. So that's it. Oh, that
looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense shucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
So, like, that's when Dave set that ball.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
You can't hit you person. Like, you have to just, you can walk.
Yeah,
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock.
Yeah, I went right after him. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Yeah.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sanders. Snagged in the middle, it's Duck. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Got a man, it's Anderson.
And also like three
They
fields.
make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And it's legit. Like it's we'll
Back
set
to
it all up.
pass.
We can do a whole thing.
Pulls it in, it's
Maybe it's here.
Anderson.
Put it all together.
Drag down,
Hey,
but
let's
they'll
go
move the
fish
sticks
on our
for a
limit.
first
I
down.
promise you that.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And Ben Chase as well. The referee. And
That's caught. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly.
Yeah,
Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
So I can make
Offense
calls.
gets set for second down.
And we were looking at the last pitch. We were young because I was like, I was cheating.
Wants to go up top.
Spinning around.
A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
that's where we're going.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Very quick.
Wants to throw again.
Doing good thing.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Investigators who show up all the time. Be sure to
Back to
smash the
pass,
like
it's
button
Sanders.
and subscribe to see
Thanks
guys
for grab.
Thursday.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll set up to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field.
Champion. Here he is.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Across the 45. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Hey, speaking of that fitness that you talk about, right? Has Raskin been everything in that transition?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3-2. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they saw, man, you went through, but you know what? I needed to. I believe if God would have let me in here, maybe not even a year in early. If God would have let me in maybe a weekend early, then what
they got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action failed.
Hey, brother.
He's in deep. Snagged it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. And he'll be brought down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Patterson did some stuff. He hit him out. He was work. He's bleeding.
Dropping back, it's Sanders.
Now, you know,
caught in the backfield, it's Berry. Pick up a rush there, moving forward just a few.
Patterson's giving it to him.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get on the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
We're really one all family.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And this is me just thinking, this might be the play for all of us.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
We're growing up.
That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You know? Man, it do. Big bro, let me tell you this. My band is to feel good to pay taxes.
They go to the ground. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass.
Sure thing, bro.
The big hit on 1st down, 2nd down.
He's not getting another pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hey, keep out, man. Hey, you see me, my man, there? You need to chill out, you know, man, it's just the habit they have. When I brought up the Texas,
he leaves it with his back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the
man, I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Second
On
year in,
third
I
and
got
long,
2 extra.
doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Okay, it's possible for y'all to leave. And it was scary when I left. And it was, but man, it feels so good leaving them.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Thank you, you said something very interesting. You said now.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the...
Rock's grandfather started this whole movement. Sir. So that was for the first time, you can see like Ocho and I, for the most part, we didn't see anybody that played in the NFL. We didn't have anybody.
Well, the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Ocho's been able to start a cycle because there are other guys from Liberty City that made it. They can go back and talk to the kids.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down the one play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. He'll try to do it himself, bringing it back. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on him.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
He was the greatest. He was all the time. The guy was the best one.
Looking downfield on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds his man. It's Sampson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down.
17, 16, 14, 13, 9, 4. I got 8.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
And it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
I'm enjoying my life now, you know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to my wife,
back to the well. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
My boys, though, too.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10.
You know, they like cool cats in the back. Yeah. But my girls is definitely tapped in with it. So, you know, shout out to the women of WWE, too. Because, see, don't get the women twisted now. They would kick your ass once you get me
the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
Jack's up here, you know, and he's a world-class athlete. So, the women, man, shout out to all the women in WWE.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And I remember when wrestling was
Johnson wants to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Texas offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and they get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
The run from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down.
Wow.
4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They get him stopped after he pick up a 5 to the 28.
You know, my parents still married
halfway
great
there
parents.
on first down,
It came
it's
from me
2nd and
back in the
5.
You know, being us being small, coming from Northern Cali, you know, okay, it's California.
Using his legs, it's sticky. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But it's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give as they work on that clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Sticky. Jukes his way for more. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party moment. The consolation prize.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Basketball news in the past week.
Breaks into the open.
With the basketball team in the past couple of weeks as well. And then also Gators baseball.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Because they don't get any breathers. They got to get out on the road in the next few weeks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Check these guys out in practice.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, and they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one was...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They kick it away on 4th down.
Obviously, the quarterback.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Fans have entertained. OVC board game was over in a couple hours, and that game they got on. But it was also good for the players, especially young guys. I mean, reps are so critical to these guys. And, you know, most of the kids, the young kids on the team, never played in front of 40-some-thousand fans. And so I think that was valuable. But coaches will tell you that. Here's what's interesting. We're going to get to this. We're going to talk about the quarterback now. A lot of college coaches, most of them will tell you, you actually get more out of a regular practice than you do even out of spring. It's all based stuff. It's fun and it's exciting, but they're not going to show you anything at all. So for anybody saying, is that what an offense is going to look like? Well, there'll be plays. There's basic plays in football. But no, that ain't going to be what it looks like. We didn't see any shifts or motions, Zach. And that's a huge part of the Falcons' offense. Yeah. Zach, the QB guy, that's what everybody wants to know. Terrell Jones, what was it, 13 to 17, 210 yards, a couple touchdowns, some beautiful passes. Eric Kylo was 21 and 28, 3 touchdowns, the 2 picks. One of the picks was his fault. The other one was just an unbelievable play by DJ Coleman, as you pointed out. And man, how do you assess that? Again, you know, one guy, we both think Terrell Jones played a little bit better that day. It's just really one guy. And like I just said, coaches have made it.